Thanks for joining us this morning. My name is John. It's been a little while since we've done a Hewn update, and there's been all kinds of stuff going on behind the scenes. We've had the opportunity to expand it as more of a, I guess a commercial enterprise, which is what we wanted to do anyway. But it kind of accelerated stuff a little more with some stuff behind the scenes. So not only are we going to finally finish up the chainsaw cabin, we now have enough lumber milled to finish this up, get it fully functional and livable within the next few weeks. But we've also going to expand stuff like what we're gonna have composting outhouses for sale, potentially even cabin kits, but also a lot of rustic decor, as far as signs, tables, some furniture, different things like that. And we are going to have a little bit of a roadside stand, farm stand here in the Arnold area if you are here local area and you'd like to see some of the stuff that we are offering. A little bit about the whole concept for those of you who haven't been following along of what we want to try to do with Hewn. Hewn is one of those things that's been kind of a passion project in the back of my head for like 20 plus years. As many of you know, I do local news. We run a local news outlet. It is in the Sierra Nevada mountains, about 4,000, a little over 4,000 foot in elevation. We cover an area that has a lot of wildfires, a lot of other things like that. And one of the things that's really, I guess, been driven in over the last few years is, and if you see technology advances and everything else, is that infrastructure, whether it's electrical, especially electrical, etc., we all need it. We all need to take care of our electrical needs for appliances and everything else. But if you see the advances in solar and all the rest of this stuff, I think we're reaching a tipping point to where the infrastructure costs, hard costs as far as hookup fees and all the rest of that stuff for someone to be able to do a livable small structure, are beginning to outweigh the benefits of it. And in an area where we're fire prone, in our area where we're in California, we've actually seen the infrastructure become one of the contributing problems to some of the destruction of cities and all the rest of that stuff. Here locally, you see lots of things to where, you know, all the trees that are down, I mean, it's constant work just to, just to keep the beast alive. And I think with the advance in tech, we're starting to see a little bit of a paradigm shift, whether it's from internet, whether it's from the power stuff, water technology, etc., to where the tens of thousands of hard costs from being able to hook up to infrastructure and all the rest of that stuff may start outweighing some of the benefits. And what we mean by that is, I think now, if we're talking, you know, all the off-grid stuff is a little more pronounced and, you know, inaccessible now. But what we think, I think we're seeing a little bit of a change to where not only is the off-grid lifestyle and everything else going to be a little more of an affordable, but it may actually end up being preferable. And so that's kind of what the whole passion behind Hewn. For those of you who haven't followed along in the chainsaw cabin, this is a small 120 square foot cabin. We have built entirely with wood that we have milled. We still need to finish up some of the roof sheeting, get it officially all done, and get it buttoned up, put in some of the windows, etc., which we will. And the whole shtick behind that is that Henry David Thoreau built a cabin in the 1800s that was for $26. And if you round that out with inflation and everything else, can we build a small cabin, which you may not legally be able to call a home or a residence, but nonetheless that would keep you warm, safe, and dry if you needed a good, comfortable place to stay, for under $1,000. And that's the shtick, and I think we can do it. So need to finish this up the next few weeks, but then the chainsaw cabin will be livable and functional. We thank you. We thank for those who followed us along, but we kind of thought we needed to do a little bit of an update, because we're kind of calling this Hewn 2.0, because from here on out, you will be able to purchase hewn products, merch, but also we are going to do with some of the leftover pieces of wood and everything else from some of the construction project. We're going to make rustic signs, different things like that. So if you want to follow along, be part of the Hewn community. And also, we really want to make this as we think that now is probably a better time than ever to hew out a life for yourself. Can we still do it? Can we still the old American spirit, the pioneering spirit, can it still be done in today's world? Lots of people are doing it, and we are too. And if you want to follow along on the journey, go back and watch some of the older videos. But there's going to be a whole spate of them, probably not daily, but at least several times a week from here on out. Last few months been lots of changes, but also some potential exciting stuff to go forward as well. So we thank you. Thank you for watching this. Thank you for the time you spent with us in the past. Subscribe if you'd like. It helps us. And also, if you want to buy some Hewn merch, follow along in the journey. And also, our whole goal is to produce products and services and information that help you pioneer, and where we can all hew a life. And what our little tagline is, Hewn for the pioneer in all of us. And we mean that. And have a great day.